So for me, I think that's a big thing as you move into 2017, as you open up the clinic. The number one thing is, as you go through the day, how can you surprise and delight? And it's actually pretty simple in this world. If you always think, oh, I'll do this and then I'll call, what's the phrase? When, then, is basically ruling most people's lives. Your whole life is dedicated by, when I've done this, then I'll do that. When I've hit this, then I'll go there. When I've done this, then I'll do that. When I put the kettle on, then I'll call that patient. When I finish this, then I might do what I really need to do. When I've just finished watching this TV, Harry, then I'll read you the story. When this TV show ends, son, then we'll go for a walk. Like, it's our whole life. Everybody, parents, employees, bosses, whatever. So for you, it's important to see that, and again, put the focus back on the patients, where what can you do every single day to surprise and delight? And it is honestly as simple as a call within 3 minutes of an answer machine message, a response to an email from a patient. If you go through that all them emails, and you know there's going to be however many off companies, however many spam, however many whatever, you're looking for every 20 emails, there'll be 3 from patients who've made inquiries. Your eyes are literally just focused in on that. And instead of going, oh great, we've got a response, I'll call them in an hour, I'll ring them in an hour. What can we do to even just send them an email that says, I've got it, seen it, picked it up, got to get this done or whatever, or we're finishing this task, but we'll be on to you within 3 seconds, like in the next 4 or 5 minutes. And sometimes that, again, just tells them that somebody's there. I do it all the time. Like over Christmas, people were emailing me or messaging me through Facebook, and I would regularly go, I physically have not got the time, and it's the wrong place right now for me at Christmas to be in a space of mind and with my family to be answering this question, because it needs me to sit down for 20 minutes and think strategically about the answer that you're asking me. But that doesn't mean I'm going to ignore you for 4 days until I'm back at work. That means I'm going to send you a response going, I've got your message. When I'm in the right place in terms of my thinking and in my seat at a desk where I can strategically work out your question and think through all of the likely scenarios, I'll answer it for you. And I'll get one back going, wow, thanks. Because normally it would be lost. It would be left for 4 or 5 days. So that's often what I try to do with a lot of stuff. I'm not in a place right now to answer it, but I've acknowledged you. Don't get me wrong, I don't do it every single time. If it's 24 hours or 48 hours, then, and the context is right, then I'll do that. But in a patient scenario where they're looking for appointments, where they're, I was going to say they're in pain, but most of the time they're not. They're in psychological pain where they've made the decision that they want to get this thing sorted. Once they've made the decision to sort it, all of a sudden their pain increases by about 20 to 30%. That's something to factor in with all these patients. You work out how many months typically these patients come to see you before they've come to see us? Ages, right? It's like when you get tooth pain, right? You've lived with tooth pain for months or weeks. Then all of a sudden you decide that the pain's bad enough and you need to go, and you can't get in for 3 days, and it's like the worst 3 days of your life. Yes or no? But you've lived with the same pain for 4 months, or 3 weeks, or 4 weeks. It's because you now have made the decision that you want it, you're paying more attention to it. Because you pay more attention to it, you feel it more. Same with patients. They've waited 4 months to make a decision to go and see a physio, to make the decision to go and see one. Can't get in for 3 or 4 days, or the sod doesn't answer the phone. It's like, I knew I should have done this 3 weeks ago. So their frustration's getting heightened, their pain levels get heightened because they're paying more attention to the pain, because it's the thing that they're thinking about. So you've got a cocktail mix of frustration and pain, and all of a sudden it's very easy to get irate and quite angry customers. So even just to go, hey, we've acknowledged you, we've seen you, we've heard you, we know that you're there. I'm just going to send a quick reply. Morning, just walked through the door. I'll be on this as soon as I can. Check your phone in the next hour or so. Oh, nice one. Thanks, Paul. List as long as I'm getting through everybody in the order that they come in. I'm going to jump you to the front. Whatever. Say whatever you need to say to make them feel special. So the good habits, I think, need to be aware. And again, remembering through 2017 what's made this company so special, if you like, and why it does last no matter what happens, and who comes, who goes in terms of staff or companies that we work with. It's always the focus is on the patient.
Thanks for watching this video, and if you found it helpful, and if you now find yourself thinking, I wonder what else this person can help me with, head over to paulgough.com/books, where you can find my best-selling books, which will show you how to add more profit to your practice. Or send an email to paul@paulgough.com to ask about how we can help you accelerate the growth and profitability of your clinic. And by the way, if you know anybody who would find this helpful, please share this video out. Thanks so much.